We are continuing our series, My Three Sons. And now so far, we've introduced you to three suburban dads trying to figure out what to tell their sons about the George Zimmerman trial. Each family from a different background, different race. Well, now we hear from the sons themselves.
Now he's coming towards me.
The 911 calls give us an insight into how tense that night was when Trayvon Martin was shot and killed by George Zimmerman.
I don't know what's going on.
Are you following him? Yeah. Okay, we don't need you to do that.
The gunshot, the culmination of fear, and perhaps misunderstanding that's still woven into the fabric of our nation, despite decades of good intentions and progress.
So you think he's yelling help? Yes. All right, what is your...
On the basketball courts of this suburban YMCA, three fathers charged with encouraging their kids to excel in whatever they put their minds to and explain to them why our nation is experiencing an uproar about what happened to Trayvon Martin. That's not easy.
There's going to be two losers anyway. It doesn't matter. There's going to be no winners in this thing.
Agreed. So I can accept, if Zimmerman were found to be innocent of those charges, I can accept that. I talked to Cole actually this morning about we all have the presumption of innocence. If the tables were turned, he would want that presumption. I want that presumption. So I'm okay with the legal system. What I said was, this is why I can't be on the jury. I'm heavily biased. I'm angry about it because a child's life is gone.
But how much of this complicated issue can our kids take in? Our HLN producers fired off some key names and phrases in this case to get a glimpse into what these kids are really thinking.
When I say Trayvon Martin, what do you think about? It's okay if you don't. Tell me you don't. You don't think about anything immediately. It's just a name. George Zimmerman. That's someone's name. Have you ever heard that name before? Yeah. You have? Your dad told you. How long ago did your dad tell you about that? What did he tell you happened?
The guy was shot, and the guy that shot him went through a lot of trials.
So he was going to go into a court to find out what happened.
Yeah, and he got a lot of money in the court.
What does it mean to be a black kid in America?
It means I have to. I think it means that I have to work twice as hard, pretty much, and that I have to present myself in a different way. That I have to present myself with more class than other people because I'm African American and because of the history that's happened in America.
It makes me sad to hear Cole's answer, because I described it earlier as a burden, and it's not a burden that I want passed on to his generation or a generation after that, right? Just like he said, I believe the same thing. Anything he wants to put his mind to, or my son, my biological son, wants to put their mind to, they can achieve it. But the sad reality is that race does matter. And so I have to color that same message to say, you can do anything you want to do, but recognize you have a constraint that you must overcome, which means you may have to work harder to achieve what you want. And so it makes me sad.
Can I ask a question? Now that Obama's president, do you still feel that your son can't be any...
No, that's what I said. I absolutely believe he can be what he wants, but it does require him to work harder, right? So Obama being president, the ceiling for Obama to become president versus George W. Bush or Bill Clinton is higher. And so for Obama to achieve what he did, he had to work harder. I'm convinced of it. And so that's what I said. It makes me sad because I don't want that to be the case for him. I don't want that to be the case for my biological son.
Harder in what way? Because Clinton will...
Very interesting there. Very clear to our team that Eric and Cole, again, that was African-American father and son in the group, more emotional about some of the details in this case. Not surprising there.